My dear brothers and sisters, today 18th September, and today we have Wednesday. In the first reading, St. Paul is telling us about love because he says love is kind, love is patient, love does not envy, love does not is not self-centered, is other-oriented, and therefore Saint Paul insists that all Corinthians who are now Christians must say that Christian values are most important. But he said the Holy Spirit has given each one of you a gift, and the best gift that he has given to you is love. So practice that love, grow in that love, make it more perfect so that your nature becomes love. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, he feels that love can be great because he said there is faith, hope, and charity or love. And among them, love is the best. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, when St. Paul is talking to these Corinthians, he sees there are different problems. There are envies, there's also jealousy, there's also a problem of selfishness, self centeredness, and people are not behaving according to Christian values and culture. And so he insists that now your old ways are gone. Now you are supposed to be a true Christian models of life. And so therefore you must see that you practice love and virtues. My dear brothers and sisters, then St. Paul is telling them he experiences that in that community, that there are fights and quarrels, there is selfishness, and especially people who are self centered, they are not very open and generous and they don't see the needs of others. So, therefore, he's focusing on that. In the book of St. In the Corinthians, he writes the full chapter 13 on love, because he sees that is most important thing in one's life. My dear brothers and sisters, Jesus also in the gospel is telling us focusing on love, because these Pharisees and scribes, they are like people who are more criticizing, are more negative. They don't see any good in others. And especially, he says, when they really sing a flute, they don't dance. And when they cry, people do not cry. So, this is what they see, that people do not understand what is the situation and how I must respond to that. And what is the meaning of the things that we see in front of us. So here he says that John the Baptist, who always fasted and never ate or drank anywhere, and they say something is wrong with him, he's mad. When Jesus, the Son of Man, was really eating and drinking with all, then he said, they were saying that this person is really a drunkard, which means they are not open to reality and study the reality, see the situation, and behave accordingly. My dear brothers and sisters, when we see these things happening, St. Paul is really making them understand it is a community of Christians or a community of pagans. And he is insisting that we must believe, that we must behave accordingly, according to Christian culture. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, this St. Paul is writing to all of us, for us all, that love should be the center of your life, and all the actions must belong to that love, and doing it like Jesus, who really loved his enemies.